Okay, this is Tony Vera. I've been seeing you at LAX for the last 3 weeks, and you're trying to get out of the LAX. What's your name?
Christy Musa.
So what brought you to LAX?
Well, originally I was staying up in Victorville, but the house that I was staying at kind of, to me, was abusive, and there was drugs going on, and I just didn't want to be in the middle of anything. So for my age, and I'm disabled, and I've got severe health conditions, I decided to leave. My friend brought me down here. He thought that he had a place for us to stay, but he didn't, so he brought me here to LA, to the airport. I've got a fiance that's in Ghana, and he was supposed to have been flying in, but his departure from there keeps being delayed due to the fact that he has caught malaria. So until he is cleared from them medically, they won't let him leave the country. So hopefully on the 3rd of this month, he'll be on a plane and he'll be here on the 4th.
So you're telling me that you get a check from the city, right?
I get a check from disability, yes.
And but that won't cover an apartment, right?
No.
And
as far as going to a shelter around here, number one, I've got a service dog right here, and he is an emotional support dog, but a lot of shelters will not take you if you have a dog, due to the fact that they don't know, and I agree with them. There could be someone in that shelter that has some kind of allergy to them or whatever, a child, an adult, an elderly person. I don't want them to have to go through sneezing, watery eyes, constant coughing because of him. So shelters really don't like to have you, even though they cannot really refuse me with him, but that's something that I won't put another person through. A lot of shelters don't have the space for you to go into. It's a long process sometimes to even get into a shelter. So I feel safer here. I've got a roof over my head. I don't bother anybody. I have a niece in Wisconsin that if I need some funds for food or whatever, she's good enough. She'll send it to me on my card. So I mind my own business. I've made a few friends here. I think a lot of the people are great that are here, and I feel safe.
My problem is I don't believe that the government is taking care of the citizens of the United States.
The government isn't.
And you come to the airport, all they care about is the refugees and
that's where the problem
immigrants
is.
Coming in.
We've got the refugee problem. We've got enough vets, and veterans for one, that are out there that are homeless. We've got enough other elderly people that are out there that can't make it. They get a Social Security check. Some of them get what's called SSI. They only get $700-800 a month. Now, if your apartment costs you almost that much, how are you going to live? So they end up either not being able to turn around and feed themselves, or they have to give up their place to live. And 90% of them give up their place to live just so they can survive.
Because I work here every day for the last 14 years, and I see the refugees coming in. It's
it's wrong.
A UN program, and they're getting free medical, free dental, free everything, free housing. But yet I see a lot of homeless people in Venice Beach, here in LA.
And that's everywhere. It's in every city, every town, every state. And I think it's wrong, because we've got enough. We need to take care of our own people.
Well, that's why I voted for Donald Trump. Do you think President Donald Trump?
I think he's going to do a great job, and I think he's going to turn everything over. And I think the people that are going against him need to open up their eyes. Maybe they should take these refugees in. Maybe they should let them into their homes, let them live with them. Because any person, and I know this for a fact, the town that I lived in Virginia, a Pakistani gentleman owned 3 minute markets. Started out with one that the government helped him get. Ended up with 3. The people that he had working for him, the one elderly gentleman, had a 2-bedroom apartment with his mother, his sister-in-law, his wife, 4 of his children, plus his sister's children, all in a 2-bedroom apartment. And nobody did anything about it. No, and they were getting food stamps to go with that. And they were getting supplemented their rent for it.
Well, today President Donald Trump spoke, and he said as far as the refugees coming in, he's going to stop that, and he's going to keep them in that country in a safe zone. And what's your thoughts on that?
I think that's good. They don't need to be here. Number one, If you go back, 1952, Muslims were banned from coming into the United States. Supposedly, from what I understand, that is still upheld. So why are we letting them in here?
But
And I agree that, that to me they can't be trusted. I mean, there's been so much going on, so many things going wrong. 9/11, they were here, they went to school, they went to flight school, and look what happened. We allowed this. We can't allow it anymore. We had San Bernardino. They're turning our own boys into jihadists.
okay, but what do you say to somebody that they say America was built on immigrants?
Okay, it was. It was built on Europeans. It was built on blacks because there was a black in Africa that was selling blacks to British, and it was built from the Chinese. The railroads were built from the Chinese. I don't recall any Mid-Eastern person at all, any part of building America, plus our Native Americans. They're the true Americans, to be honest and truthful, and they were ripped off by the white man, by their land, by taking their land and everything. But they learned to live with us. But I mean, they're the ones that belong here. And yes, America was built by immigrants, but it was European immigrants.
Okay, what do you say about the protests they were having here for the last, I guess, for a week? The city.
Who are you? Okay, so they're basically the federal authorities are denying access to anybody with any information regarding the status of the detainees.
When I lived in Juvenile, I have heard that the USA Robin Bacon, she said that she'd be willing to talk to anyone from someone from the U.S. attorney.
So this person is from the attorney's office, and she's here right now.
She said she could call and talk to anyone there that the federal citizen issue and that we have the authority to, or they shouldn't be detaining these people.
Yeah,
She could tell her.
I understand. No, I'm talking to you as attorneys. I understand. It's just that no one with authority will have that conversation.
She said that it can't come from them. We can't give federal
Having here for the last, I guess, for a week. The city attorney was here trying to help out the Muslims that were banned.
I think that was wrong.
Why?
Because there's enough problems in the state alone. The state's got enough problems with the homeless people that are Americans. Why should we help the Muslims out? Why should we be a sanctuary city? Why should we be a sanctuary state? Look what happened in San Francisco. And it was a Mexican, not that I don't have anything against Mexicans, but he was deported. He came back into this country, came into San Francisco, and ended up killing a lady.
Yeah, okay.
And still, nothing happened to him. What, he gets deported, he gets to come back because it's a sanctuary city? That's wrong.
So if you could talk to Donald Trump right now, what would you tell him?
If I could say what?
If you could talk to President Donald Trump.
I'd ask him to turn around and stop the Muslim from coming in. Stop it completely until we can get everything situated, till he can help them over there find a place where they can be safe. I don't believe that these refugees that are coming in here, if they're not family, if they're just single men, they're not refugees.
What about vetting?
It depends. Go through the process, find out for sure who everybody is completely. If it takes a month, if it takes 6 months, I don't care. But just because you hold a green card, that doesn't mean that you're true to this country.
Yeah.
I carry a green card. I have for the last 30-some years, or even more, since '58.
So where you originally from?
I'm originally from Vienna, Austria.
Okay.
I won't give up my citizenship from there due to the fact that I can't have dual citizenship.
Okay.
But I grew up here in this country, and I believe in this country, and I believe in our vets. I believe in our military. And our military right now has to be number one. We have to worry about bringing it back to where it was. It has been weakened. And our boys are hurting. Our vets are hurting. Our animals, we have animals, dogs that come back to nothing.
I mean,
I'd like to turn
what kind of
around.
dogs?
They're, well, the service dogs,
Yeah.
more or less. German Shepherds, they've got all different breeds that go over there that are trained for bomb sniffing.
Oh yeah.
And
they come back here?
They come back to the States. A lot of them come back to nothing. They don't have their handler or their person that they had over there that took care of them.
How come?
Could have died or, been killed in the
Okay.
war or whatever. So they come back to nothing. I'd like to turn around and see if I can do something for our vets and those animals. Give our vets a purpose.
Yeah.
Give our vets a reason. Give our vets something to work with. An animal gives you nothing. A dog is a cat. I don't care. They give you unconditional love.
Okay. Where do these dogs go?
Most of them will go to shelters, and if they don't go to no-kill shelters, they end up dying within 5 days.
How do you know about
They're
that?
not adopted because there's still a lot of regular shelters out there, and because of the overcrowding and the overpopulation of all these dogs and everything that are not spayed or not neutered, they end up going into these shelters, and they are kill shelters, and they only hold them for 5 to 7 days. If they can't adopt them out, they euthanize them.
But do you
And
think?
that's not fair to the animal. It's not the animal's fault.
But do you think President Donald Trump will help the vets?
I do. I honestly think that he's an American. He loves his country, and he believes in our boys. And if we don't start backing him and helping him, helping him to back these boys, then America's lost. So I think that everybody needs to turn around and get behind him, get behind our boys, help them, get them back to track. A lot of these boys are coming home traumatized. They need everything. They need our help. They need our support.
Because I voted for President Obama, and then I realized he wasn't doing anything. I got fed up.
He was nothing but a scammer.
Yeah.
From the start. He was not an American citizen. He was born in Kenya to a socialist father. His mother left his father, came to the United States, to Hawaii when he was 3 days old, somehow scammed her way into getting a birth certificate for him. He even admitted that himself on a YouTube thing. Then he was also, he went and campaigned as a Christian, which he wasn't. He was a Muslim. He was a Muslim from the beginning. He was a Muslim at the end. And honestly and truthfully, I think he was an ISIS, or ahead of them, or part of them.
Okay.
Because for some reason, every country's been hit by ISIS except ours while he was in office. I'm not going to say that may not happen now that he's not in office, but while he was in office, did we get hit by them? No. But England did, Paris did, Brussels did, all the other countries did, but not us. And why is that? That is a question. As far as the Benghazi thing goes, he was involved in that also. Him and Hillary Clinton, from the way I understand it and what I've read, they set our ambassador up with those Marines. They refused to let a troop go and help them. They told them to stand down. Why? What was the purpose?
Well, the reason why I voted for President Donald Trump, because I'm tired of people being homeless. I'm tired of the vets not being
I'm
taken care
tired
of.
of the politicians.
Yeah.
He's
And
not a politician, he's a businessman.
I really love what he stands for.
He says what he says he's going to do, he's going to do it.
He's gonna do it.
And he doesn't care what the consequences
He's not
are to
playing.
go with it.
He's not playing.
No, he loves his country,
Yeah.
and he wants everybody back. He wants his country back to where it was. And I grew up in this country from the age of 3, so I do know it went from a manufacturing country to a service country, and we're not even servicing anymore.
No.
I mean, we're outsourcing our work. You turn around for a cell phone company, you turn around and call them up, their service department, what do you get? Somebody you can't even understand English. I mean, they don't understand you and you don't understand them. That's because it's where it's in another country. So what's wrong with a lot of our people that are, some of them are disabled, but they can still use a phone at home.
Yeah, yeah.
Why can't they be customer service
Yeah.
for these companies? At least you can speak English. They can be trained just as well as those other people can.
Okay, final words for President Donald Trump.
Please turn around and do everything you say you're going to do. Put our vets, help our vets as much as you can. Help our soldiers, bring our Army back, bring our Navy back, bring our Air Force back. bring this country back to what it was to be, so we can all be proud again and we can be strong like we were from the very beginning. That's all I'm asking from you.
Well said. And your name again?
Christine Musa.
And your dog?
That's Zorro.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. I'm going to put this up right away.
All right, thank you. Everyone, being here at the airport, I notice every morning there's a fluctuation of Asians, which, okay, I mean, a lot of them do deserve, but where are they getting their money to come here? Where are they getting their money to do all this traveling? From us? Because we're buying their goods. What's wrong with us? Why can't we make these goods? Why can't we make these cellular phones? Why can't we make the technology? We have the technology. We have the smarts. Our people are just as smart as they are. So what is wrong with this country outsourcing and buying like Walmart,
Yeah.
Target, what are the other department stores? Turning around and buying Oriental stuff instead of our own. We need to get back to manufacturing our own stuff. And we need to do it the right way. As an example,
You can walk.
my parents, they turned around and they worked for Chrysler. My mother was an inspector. She was told by her supervisor to only inspect every
walk.
third car. And that's wrong. And you wonder why you get a lemon out there? But I do know that the Volkswagen plant, you can literally eat off the floor. That is how clean and how they care about their product and how they care about their people. We need to do that again in this country. That was what this country was founded on. And I mean, that's how I feel.
Well
I
said.
just, I just have this thing that we need to get back to where we were. How this country started.
Okay.
And that's
Perfect.
it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
America's first! America's first! America's first! America's first! America's first! Donald Trump! America's first! America's first! America's first! America's first! America's first! America's first! Yeah. wall, keep them out. Build a 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 wall, keep them out.